Nimbus 3. Is that the name of a planet? That's an interesting name. Anyway, hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. As you can see, I'm continuing on the Star Trek marathon. We're on the 5th one out of 6 in the original Star Wars movie series, so I'm looking forward to this. I hope it's good. The synopsis, at least the top one on IMDb, says Captain Kirk and his crew must deal with Mr. Spock's long-lost half-brother, who hijacks the Enterprise for an obsessive search for God at the center of the galaxy. That sounds interesting. Sounds a bit different. Hopefully it's good. Let me watch this. I love Spock's humor. Admiral Kirk said, "I'm going to knock you down your ass." He says, "Deep, does that make you feel better?" I said, "Sure." And then the other guy's like, "You want me to hold him for you?" And then they're talking about his brother, and he's like, "You don't have a brother." Admiral Kirk's like, "I don't have a brother." And then Spock says, "You're right, I don't have a brother. I have a half-brother." That's like my sort of humor, except he's actually not being sarcastic. That's just his humor. It's honestly the best thing in this film so far. I'm 55 minutes in, 56 minutes in, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that not much has happened for most of it, and it just got good in the last 10 minutes. There is still potential, though. You know, there's still more than, well, I say more than half. I've actually watched more than half, but there's potential. The villain being Spock's half-brother, it's interesting at least, but I'm just wondering where this is going at the moment, because so far, the best scenes have been a few jokes, to me anyway. This guy is really obsessed with finding God. He really thinks that this journey they're on will lead them to a place where specifically God is. So that's interesting. I feel like they'll find someone there, I don't know who. So they have found this magical planet, and in fairness it looks very magical. It looks purplish. So definitely Spock's half-brother believes this is the promised land, I guess. I don't think he said promised land, but I'm just, you know, I'm relaying it to God. But according to him, it's exactly how he pictured it. So this has escalated very quickly. I'm just like, there's 20 minutes left. What's happening? What are we doing? So these random horns come out the ground, and I'm thinking, is there a massive monster coming? And then you see this big being, and this being says he is God, and he's in this big blue light. Cybok, the guy who's brought them here, he believes, but Captain Kirk doubts it. This character that's saying he's God wants the starship, and Captain's like, "Why do you need a starship? Why does God need a starship?" And then it turns into, "Oh, you doubt me? How dare you?" And then he fires blue rays at them. I'm just like, is this Zeus? What's going on? It's gone even crazier. Cybok has literally jumped into this being's dimension. Whatever this being is, it's very powerful. But he jumped into this dimension to fight him. And then Captain's like, "Fire in our position right now." And, well, some of the pillars, some of the horns came down, sorry. But this being is definitely still alive. But I think Cybok might be dead. But we'll see. Maybe he went into this sort of like, it seems like, you know, even though this being is there, he's like surrounded by like a blue shield. So maybe it's like his own dimension. So maybe Cybok is still alive in there, but I don't know for sure. Also, the blue has turned red now. Row, row, row your boat. This film is over. I was trying to make it rhyme or something. I don't know. The film is done. Yeah, the last half an hour was interesting. Like that was easily the best part of the movie. It looked like they were getting attacked at first. There was a ship that attacked them, right? They were on the escape from this being, this facade, I guess. I mean, it was a powerful being, but like, people thought he was God, and he actually wasn't. But he was still extremely like powerful. He seemed spiritual as well. Didn't seem like a physical villain, but could still get to you with his rays from his eyes. So still pretty dangerous. I assume Spock's half-brother died. He went into the dimension. I assume he's dead. But yeah, this ship that attacked them is actually the same race of, I think they're called Klingons, which I found quite funny to read that, like, that's what they're called. But the villains in the previous movie, obviously not the exact same guys because they died, but the villains, the same race of, they're a ship that attacked at first, and then they decided not to. Instead, they went to actually save the captain. So Kirk, this race was at war with them in the previous movie. In this movie, they saved him from this being, and they took him up back to the starship. So yeah, now they're united. Everyone's united with the Klingons. Again, it sounds funny to say, but they are now friendly. So yeah, every villain has either become a friend or has passed away under certain circumstances. But yeah, I know there's more in total, but with the original series, I'm pretty sure number 6 is the last one, which is pretty interesting. And then I think there's 4 in the next generation, and then there's 3 in like the new generation. I think that's the Chris Pine one. I assume those are different timelines with same characters, just different cast, just like a reboot. Unless it's a continuation and it's like their kids or something. I don't know. I haven't probably looked into it. I just looked into the amount of movies there were and the amount of shows, but I chose not to watch the shows. Apparently you don't need it anyway. But it's just really time consuming. I've got so many shows I want to watch as it is. So I'm just like, I'll stick to the movies. But yeah, like overall, I'm glad I watched this series of movies. The second one and the fourth one were the best ones. Third I enjoyed. First one was pretty good. This one is definitely the weakest one so far. So yeah, I feel like it didn't really get that good until the last half an hour. And by then, you know, obviously most of it's done. I don't think that's enough to save the entire movie. But there were plenty of good things about it. Good character building as well. More good universe building as opposed to world building. The building of many worlds. That's a good term. But yeah, I really enjoyed parts of it, just not all of it. But most of the parts that I enjoyed was the last half an hour. Before that, I was just mainly laughing at the funny scenes. But yeah, it's awesome though to see their journey from the first one. They've really become this big family now. So it's going to be sad to see the last movie. Hopefully that one's better than this one. I really hope so. I want to see the levels of Star Trek 2 and 4. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the next one. Also, the next generation, I won't be doing it like straight away. I'm on holiday in March anyway, but I normally do Movie Mondays as previews to movies that are coming up. So I think I'll be doing Kung Fu Panda in March anyway. So, but yeah, maybe it'll be a couple months or something like that. But at some point later in the year, I'll be back. But number 6, I'll do next week. You will see that next week, so don't worry. Or the week after, because it might be something else. But you'll see it either next week or the week after. But yeah, this one I'll give a 6.5 out of 10. I have to give it that, sorry. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're